By the end of week 5, I was in a funk. If you want to hear how I flipped my mood, then stick around. I'll share 3 main ways that I was able to improve my mood and find you here in a better light today. If you don't have something nice to say, then don't say anything at all. Did you notice I skipped the week 5 update? I just didn't have anything nice to say. That's the truth. So I decided to forgo the video last week and I released something else instead, which I'll get to. I felt it was better to just wait, take some time away, and produce something this week. Last week, at the end of my 5th week of committed effort on YouTube, I felt that I didn't have clarity. I felt all sort of scattered and mixed up. And so I knew I had to take a step away, taking my own advice and getting a new perspective. I needed to review my own mission. I needed to reset my own internal compass and realign with this vision that I have for this channel on YouTube. Moods happen to us all and they're for a reason. So I'm not discounting at all the dip. I think they're good because they cause you to sort of pause and pull back so that you can again realign and refine. We know that you become what you think about all day long. So if your thoughts are scattered, if they're unclear, if you're giving your attention everywhere and to everything and you don't have a clear goal, then your results are going to reflect that. And I think that's where I was with my YouTube channel. I was just a little bit all over the place. And I think that's okay because, especially when you're just beginning and you have so much to say and you're trying to organize it all. So this is the normal part of the process, I think, is this revision process. Having had that time to reflect and get a new perspective, I could see that that's what it was. That's why my mood was low, as I was just not clear with my own thoughts. So what did I do about it? I did 3 main things aside from my own personal wellness routines, which is a lot of time in nature and being playful. I observed successful people. What are these midlife content creators doing that is helping them win on this platform? And I heard one of them say to focus on your audience, not the algorithm. So if you're listening to this, thank you. That's you. And I loved that because so much of this monetization journey, you do think about the analytics and all the numbers. And again, I'm not discounting those as being an important part of this, but I loved how this person helped me bring the focus back to you, the person on the other side of the screen who is giving of their time to listen to this content. And in that light, to prepare content that serves the audience, not the algorithm. So when I was able to put the person back into the equation, it helped me bring more clarity to my channel. Narrowing down to my niche has been really difficult because I want to help everybody. But I realized that if you're helping everybody, you're helping nobody because the people can't find you. So I realized that it is important to have a specific group that you're talking to on YouTube because that's how the algorithm is going to work. So I did decide on the over 40 people in midlife who are experiencing desire for change, desire for more satisfaction, desire to share, people like me. And once I was able to identify that, it actually makes everything else a lot more clear, to be honest. It helps me think of content and video ideas that would actually serve this one purpose, help people overcome the fears and different barriers that are stopping them from living their authentic lives in their mid 40s and beyond. So I can see how focusing to serve an audience does help bring the clarity and the focus back to the content creation and content creation with a purpose. In the middle of a busy city, and you wouldn't know it. It's actually very quiet. I'm pretty lucky. I found my own little corner of paradise here. As I was saying, the step of observing other successful people has really helped me get new ideas and see what is possible on this platform. Prior to using YouTube, I had my content everywhere. I was posting events on Facebook and I was making posts for Instagram and I was hosting meetups, on a Monday night online via Zoom, and I was posting all these different sort of, networking groups to attract people to my online workshops. and it was exhausting. I enjoyed it. I always felt lit up when I was delivering the content, but I was just running myself too thin trying to post on different platforms. And so now that I've focused my energy, I don't have this scattered energy anymore. I'm focused on YouTube, and that feels a lot better. We should be living lighter and simpler. We have a lot of possibilities open to us, and it's just a matter of finding that platform that's right for you. For me, I know something I haven't doubted since the beginning is that YouTube is for me. So I'm happy to be here. If you're enjoying my content, then now's a great time for me to ask you to support my channel's growth by clicking subscribe. I'll give you a second to do that. Thank you. The next thing I did to bring myself out of that funky mood after week 5 was to create a video for myself. So knowing that my energy was scattered, knowing that I didn't have a clear focus, I thought, okay, what do I need? If I'm my audience, then what do I need right now to help me get clarity and to focus my thoughts in a more organized way? So I created a video. That video is on goal achievement. You can check it out here. I talked about planting apple seeds, but desiring an orange tree, and the person keeps planting apple seeds and keeps getting the wrong results, keep getting more apples, when in their mind they want oranges, but they're planting the wrong seeds. And so that aligns with our thoughts, because what we think about grows. And so if we're constantly thinking scattered, if we're constantly thinking, oh, I don't know, or I'm not sure, then those are the kind of results you get. So I know that to grow on YouTube, I need to have clear and concise thoughts about what I really want. And so that video really helped me focus back in to paying attention to the thoughts I'm thinking and align them with that which I desire, which is helping people like you to grow and expand their liveliness by being more themselves. So giving tools and techniques for someone to really activate their inner agent and to harness this powerful time of midlife and the possibility for more reflection and change the trajectory of their lives for good, and perhaps even amplify their message and grow their impact using YouTube. The third thing that I did to flip my switch on my bad mood was to pass to action right away. Knowing yourself really well is one of the best skills you can develop so that you can shorten the gap between a desire and an idea. In shortening the gap, you are not wasting time in indecision and sulking and, funky moods. Use your strong sense of self-awareness to refine and readjust and create right away. I often talk about gratitude and thankfulness and finding joy in the little things and playfulness. So I included that in my own day-to-day routine. My challenge is called Grow with Gratitude. And honestly, I have practiced it myself, for a long time, but absolutely changed my energy. And I feel like every day I have been in a really great mood. And more importantly, I feel like the content that I'm creating now is even better and brighter. I feel different from within. The link for more details is below. Suffice it to say, these 3 things that I have done absolutely have flipped my mood, and I'm so jazzed to be able to share them with you today. I refocused myself through observations. I refined my operations and my whole sort of YouTube vision, and I passed to creation. I don't feel like it was a waste of time. Actually, I felt like that time away from active, creation on YouTube, that it was a real benefit, and it's leaving me a lot stronger and better off for it. One of my biggest realizations in the past 25 years of adulting has been this notion of condensing time and an acute sense of self-awareness. If you'd like to hear more about that, then watch this video here. What's one thing that you do to help you regain focus when life feels a bit scattered? Leave it in the comments below. Help someone else by sharing your strategy. I really appreciate you, my audience. Thanks for being here. Bye for now.